Hello Turtles, welcome to Sarah Cat Monkey Bird and Indie Dog's Game Development Arena, where it's been a couple days since I've done a development log, but not too long. I'm getting a little bit better at this. I'm going to try practicing. Anyway, today was one of the most productive days I've had in quite a while. And I believe since the last time I updated you, networking wasn't quite functional on Linux or Mac, or maybe it just got functional on Linux, I'm not sure. Anyway, TCP Networking is now working on both Linux and Mac, and the reason I was having so many issues with the Linux stuff was a call to select. The first parameter is NFSD, I think it is, NSFD, the number of file descriptors to check for in the select call. On Windows, or WinSock 2, which is what I had learned networking on and kind of grew up using, sort of, that parameter is completely ignored, and so you just send in 0 and it works, and hunky-dory, everything's all good. On Windows, on Linux and Mac, if you send in 0, nothing's gonna work. It doesn't do any checking of the sockets, so select doesn't actually tell you that something is ready to have information. Anyway, got that all sorted, got things working. Linux, Mac, and Windows is now supported with UDP and TCP in TurtleBrains. Awesome. As far as today's progress, I started working on the user interface kit. Indy's going to be bumping the camera here soon. The user interface kit for TurtleBrains. This is an express kit, so it's kind of using all of the other stuff below it for math and graphics and all this stuff, and meant to make games rapidly. Some goals I want with this UI kit is to make it so you can navigate with the keyboard, you can navigate with the mouse. Similar to mouse, you can navigate with the touch input on a phone eventually, not anytime in the near future, but I want it to be capable of this. As well as, in the semi-near future, controller support, so you can use a gamepad or a steering wheel to control it like the keyboard. I want it fully thought out that way. I've made it today so that you can navigate through the controls using the keyboard or mouse. It will select them. Buttons are working, and you can link them up to your custom code very easily. I've also got checkboxes working, as well as that's fairly easy to hook up to your own custom code in the game. And I think I like where I'm going with this. I think it's going to be awesome to use. I think it's going to be pretty easy to add custom graphics for your buttons, sliders, and all this stuff. Tomorrow I've got a little bit more work on it. I need to find a way to do drop-down boxes and perhaps even text input, as well as I need to figure out how to do mouse drags for the slider bars and handle some of the edge cases, which is where I'm going to have a hard time. Indie Dog is going crazy, and Sarah's right here hanging out too. So I'm going to have to go tend to them. Anyway, I am streaming Alaka Jam this weekend. I'm doing kind of my own take on it. Instead of doing a game during the weekend, I'm growing my TurtleBrains game dev framework. The theme of Alaka Jam was always growing, and I went into this Alaka Jam knowing I was going to go in the unranked division, where people might not be ranking me against others, but they can leave feedback on what I've done, and I will clearly define what exactly I worked on this weekend. So I am treating it like a jam weekend, which is really nice that Alaka Jam is doing this, since a lot of game jams are, here, start from scratch, do something in 48 to 72 hours or so, basically throw it away. And here Alaka Jam is, I mean, it's unranked, but it allows me to take a project that I've been working on for a long time, do a short jam session on it, and then have something at the end that is productive towards my overall dev goals, and that's pretty awesome. Until later, Turtles, have a good one. Make sure to subscribe for notifications when I post another video, and I'll be streaming every morning, every day, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/TimBaudet. Enjoy.